welcome on back to Baseless Claims, our casual conversational comedy podcast. My name is Tay.
My name is Tori Thompson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's Hey, guys, it's Tyler here. I figured, a lot of sporting events start with the national anthem, so I thought maybe I could open it up with the national anthem, and we all kind of salute and... Yeah. Well, I mean, like we've been saying, coronavirus shuts down everything. I'm sure people want to get back into the stadiums, hand over the heart.
It's a stadium at home kind of intro.
Yeah. So I want to give people the stadium feeling without being in a stadium. So if you would like to stand and place your hand over your heart, you absolutely can. Don't you dare fucking kneel. All right. Here we go. Second verse.
Nope.
And the rocket's red glare. Thank you. I don't know the rest of it.
It would have been more pleasing if I just would have started shoveling popcorn into my mouth in front of the mic or chewing whole peanuts with the shell on. I think that would have been more American and brought you more into that stadium feel, You would have heard me get to the end of a ketchup bottle over my dog.
Or just slurping down a medium rare burger.
Oh, everyone imagine your feet just kind of sticking to the floor right now. Yep. Mm-hmm. And your seat.
I'm there, Tyler.
You don't know if your seat has been sanitized in the last 25 years.
You don't know if the seat's going to hold you to the end, and it's a pretty far drop. You didn't get great seats for this one.
No.
And then everything goes black for a little while.
The dude next to you is kind of filling up your seat and his seat. He's a bit stinky, but we don't judge in America.
The worst part is the sweat that he's wiping all over you.
Oh, God.
What kind of games are you going to? Are we talking baseball, American baseball, or where are you headed
it's a repressed memory from when my father dragged me to an Eddie Money concert, and I got tackled by fat, sweaty people smoking and blowing it in my 7-year-old face.
Cool.
That sounds pretty rad.
It was really cool. It was really cool. So cool I think about it once a day.
Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah.
No, I'd rather not.
This is a safe space. You can talk
This
about it.
This is a safe space, Tori. You fucking
is
snowflake. Now, typically I don't like to open the podcast with going back to something we did last episode because that's not good for new audiences. But if you missed last episode, basically, we got sponsored for the first time in our lives.
We did.
And now, Tori, I want to check in with you. Give me that number. I got to know how much dough are we raking in with that sponsorship? How much money did we make?
How many zeros we got there, T?
Sorry, let me just...
Yeah, punch the numbers. What do we got? He hung up on accident!
In another context, it looks like he was punching in numbers, got embarrassed, and then hopped off the call.
Look, sorry, I just wanted to make sure that you guys couldn't see the number because I'm going to tell you your cut, obviously, fair and square. It's three-way split, but I just wanted to make sure I knew the number before I shared it with you guys. So right now, look, they tally it up at the end of the month, so right now it looks like we haven't made a whole lot from our show being powered by Poddex, but I assure you, come month's end, we're going to see a big jump in those numbers, probably in the mid-5 figures.
So what is it at right now? Give it to me straight. What's it at right now?
Tori,
1,000, 2,000?
Not
like I said, they don't
number.
really tally it up until the end, so we did. It says 0, but it's not. But it's
zero.
not.
Wait, it says $0.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
You're telling me that we got a sponsorship and we're making no money and we had to do their stupid sponsor things.
Tyler,
we had to read it for an audience. We had to waste time and say it.
And you paid $40 for this opportunity that still hasn't come to fruition.
Look,
it's been a week.
It's not my fault that our audience didn't yet go to www.poddex.com and use code SwordWatch, all one word, at checkout to get 10% off their first order. That's not my fault, okay? I didn't...
Well, it sounds like what our audience should do is go to www.com. What? Nope. Sorry.
Just go to GoDaddy, see if that one's free.
I've been drinking. They should go to poddex.com/swordwatch to get 10% off their first order.
Nope, Tyler, you're going to go to www.poddex.com and you're going to use code SwordWatch at checkout, all one word.
Well, we should make a hype. We should buy the domain and then hyperlink it. to a
Look,
checkout.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think that poddex.com is going to be that expensive. I don't think the company's like
I was gonna say
flourishing.
we could just buy them outright, right?
I'm not sure about that.
The $40 that you spent was like what 20% of the company.
Yeah. We
I think
own
I
half
think
of the
I own a
shares
majority, a majority share in there, right?
Okay, so I guess we don't have any money. We don't have any kind of pod clout. We don't have a lot in general, but what we do have is an idea. Okay? And this idea that we're going to make money off of is podcaster trading cards.
Now,
Hell
that
yes.
is something I can get behind.
Absolutely. Dude, I've played enough trading card games where I can help with the design of this, no fucking problem.
And we know that it's an artificial rise in that revenue. You know what I mean? You can just be like, boom, a wild golden Joe Rogan appears.
Exactly. The rarities are going to be like the huge cash cows for us, right? And when podcasters like have controversies or whatever and they go out of print, the value of those are just going to fucking skyrocket, dude.
Tyler, how is this game going to work out?
So I haven't really thought of the game. I mostly thought of, hey, it'd be funny to have a really shiny Joe Rogan card, but only his bald head is the shiny part.
That would
That's
be
pretty
fantastic.
funny.
And it tells you his stats. It's like, what's that character's fighting type? And it's like comedy.
But with Joe Rogan, it is also fucking martial arts. It's comedy and martial arts.
Martial arts. Yeah,
dual
he
type.
has a 10% in a 10% attack in martial arts, and he also has like a 15% boost in mic etiquette.
Like a plus 40 audience power, or he's got a special audience power where if he activates his special abilities, it's just like a horde of people saying, well, actually, kind of come to the mic. Wait, that might be Shapiro. That's actually going to be Ben Shapiro. His
That's
special
going to be the
ability
Shapiro card that does
is
that
he
one.
can call an army that will just kind of surround you and talk you to death.
Yeah.
So not only podcaster cards, but if we're going to make a full-fledged game, we have to have like support cards too. So like you could play a Joe Rogan and modify him with a Rode microphone that gives him a bonus 5% in his mic etiquette.
And just like sporting events, baby, we're bringing in that brand rev.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, for sure.
you want to sponsor it? Okay, well.
Oh, no, that's the support cards. Sponsorship cards are the support cards. So, like, oh, I played my Joe Rogan card. Now I'm going to boost his stats by 5% with the Pepsi card.
Oh, you just want to go straight brands, not even like microphone
Yeah.
brands and like that kind of. You're not going to get like the 15% like Shure microphone.
We'll probably have to go like MeUndies, like the
Yeah,
podcast brands.
Yeah.
Yeah, like common ones. But then like, you know, since this is a card game and we can do whatever the fuck we want with it, we can throw the bigger brand names in there, you know, to put a little spice into the game. What I was going to say is that we can have a separate deck that both players draw from called the World Events deck. And you'll flip it over and it's like coronavirus pandemic, intellect podcasters gain whatever percentage to their attack points or whatever the fuck we're doing.
I like the event cards because the event cards, you can take someone like Alex Jones and then like flip an event card and it's like, oh, a lawsuit. You lose 50% of all of your base stats.
Yeah. Or Joe Rogan could be like, his legendary move is that you're so high on DMT that you have to lose a turn.
Oh, yeah.
But his bonuses are so good that like you can still win the game only playing every other turn.
What would our stats be? What would our special
We'd be
abilities
like
be?
garbage tier common cards that people would like throw away when they open the pack.
You get them in every 5-cent pack from Target.
Not even.
Ours would be.
I'm going to say Tori's.
Yeah, tell me about my stats.
That's pretty bold of you to assume we'd all get our own card. That's a lot of resources.
We'd be the Doug trio of.
Well, because. Oh, fuck, we would be. God
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah. I don't like it either, but that's the game, folks.
And it's extra salt in the wound because my brother and me are also just on one card, but they're like a hyper rare, right?
They're a legendary. Their special ability is making ad reads still entertaining.
Yeah.
No, Griffin does have his own card.
I feel like Griffin would have like a shadow card that's like chromed out and shit.
It would be like an alter ego or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say, for argument's sake, that we each get a special ability.
Okay. You have to say your special ability and the weakness.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, well, let's do each other, because I think that's more fun instead of ourselves.
Sure.
I'm gonna say Tori's special ability is doubting. Like, whenever you say something, Tori can, like, cross his arms and kind of do, like, a doubt feature, and then, like, your attack loses, like, 10% of its potency.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, it's something like, oh, someone attacks, and Tori's like, I don't know about that. Loses 10% potency. And then Tori's weakness is intoxication. It's
alcoholism.
Sure. If the game continues too long, I'll start I start losing effectiveness 10% every turn after like the first hour of the game.
But here's the thing: is it's like a double-edged thing because you need like the IPA cards to power up Tori. but the reverse end is
I gain what I've lost back up to like a certain percentage if you play like an IPA card with me.
But after 10 turns into the game is when it starts like going downhill. So you need to use an IPA card every time, but it just starts going downhill after a certain set of turns.
Oh, can I add an additional debuff to that ability? Yes. When you run out of IPA cards in your deck, you have to play your special last IPA card, which is Run to the Liquor Store, and it gives you an additional debuff for social anxiety.
Oh, yep. Wow.
Oh, fuck, that's good.
I genuinely couldn't have said it better myself.
Tori's debuff is genuinely social anxiety. That is fucking good. Tay, your special ability is how do I word this? It's
oh no.
Okay, anytime someone starts when they're talking about someone with how do I start this, you know that nothing fucking good is coming after that sentence.
Tay has like a niche like knowledge boost. So like if someone plays like a weird like brand card or something, like if someone plays a weird support card that has something to do with like Sonic or something, Tay gets like a knowledge boost and then can do some kind of special deflating ability. Like, oh, I actually know about that thing, and then like talks it.
That argues with the brand cards then. Like when you play Tay against it, it's like this extreme knowledge, inappropriate timing.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
No, I got it. Tay stops like power-ups. Like if me and you are like trying to use a power-up,
Tay, you're the best card in the fucking game.
Yeah, dude.
Tay stops power-ups. Like as soon as you're trying to like power up your comedy thing, Tay is just like, wait, have I talked about furries? And then, no!
Wait, if you play Tay with one of us already on the board, we get
you get
boosted.
priority.
We get boosted in our attack. We get to talk over you, so our powers overdo yours.
Yeah, both Tyler and Tori's cards have like clauses on the bottom of it that says like you can play this card in response to Tay at any time.
If a Tay card gets played, it doesn't have to be your turn. You can instantly play a Tyler or Tori card.
Also negate that Tay card.
But if it's on your side, like if you have like you play a Tyler card and then you play a Tay card, Tyler card would get boosted because Tay would give a boost in laughing so loud that Tyler feels really good and then is like boosted and like 10% more powerful for one turn or something.
I have Tay's weakness.
Oh no. God, here we go.
I'm just going to say sorry ahead of time.
All of Tay's attacks are like 20% less effective because what is what is the attack of a podcaster? It's speaking into the microphone at someone. So all of Tay's attacks are like minus 20% because of improper mic etiquette.
I'm sorry, Tay. I could probably put a supercut together of just all the times we cut out of the podcast where we're like, hey, Tay, you're on a swivel talking to that mic.
Yeah. So
you right.
all of
It's
Tay's
a
attacks,
negative 5% in mic etiquette.
Whenever I'm confronted with a microphone, I just immediately assume it's like one of those ones clipped to my ear, even if it's across the room from me.
that's how Tay can be beaten, is that you basically have to let Tay go on the attack because all of her attacks are just going to like try and filter through the microphone and it just won't get picked up. Or her attacks have a distraction in it. She's playing with like a fidget cube right
Yeah, I was gonna say one of my variant cards has me like the artwork is me playing with the fidget cube like right in the microphone.
5% chance of completely fucking up a piece of audio.
Flip a coin. If tails this attack does nothing.
No, this is what it's got to be, though, is that if you play that variant of the card where Tay is like playing with something next to the microphone, if there is a Tyler card in play, it's wiped off of the field because I just fucking quit. Like, I just...
Physically grab the Tay card and rip it in half.
No, the
You owe
Tyler
your-
card has to leave the battlefield because Tyler has to go fix that.
You got to get carried off and brought to your editing bay.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
So I'm
What if
gonna
that's what
go-
they call like the death pile?
Oh yeah, the editing bay. I like that. So I think in my card game, Tyler's card, his special ability will be commit to the bit, is like the title of it, and you can play Tyler on any topic, regardless of if he's strong with it or weak in
Yes.
it, and he'll go along with it. And if you can make it through that topic, then you gain bonuses because of it, because you successfully committed to the bit where you didn't
that's
know
good.
jack shit about what you were talking about.
But I got through it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's like, yeah, any topic played is immediately like you're gonna make it through, and then there's like a, you know, maybe like a 5-turn buff to all cards on that same, the person who played your card. Everyone gets like a boost for like a couple turns. Yeah,
It's a support character in that if I get played, then every other topic gets a boost because I'm just fucking faking it.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, and I think that there's just like Tay has something if you play it in the same card like as us, like on the same team as one of our cards. I think that we get an additional boost for audio quality.
Yep, that's good.
Gaudio.
It's
that's
called-
the
yeah.
that's the passive ability. Gaudio.
Gaudio is
called-
the passive.
You're Tyler the engineer.
I like Gaudio.
Okay.
And then Tyler's weakness.
I dare you to find something.
There it is, arrogance, like the over arrogance. So if you don't make it through the bit that you committed to, you have to destroy like 3 cards on your side of the field.
The Tyler card does not get destroyed, though, but it has no other boosts, so it's just left
Exactly.
on the battlefield alone
With no buffs, yeah.
with no buffs or anything. I destroyed everything just to stay with it.
And then Tori's special ability is clock-like consistency. And
Okay.
his special effect would be whenever you draw him, instead of paying any costs to play him for whatever reason, you just drop him on the board. Like, no questions asked. He's just there.
Okay.
And his passive kind of positive ability would be that when he's on the board, everyone kind of stays on quote unquote schedule. And you get like a slight buff to all your things.
like a teamwork buff.
Yeah, exactly. A teamwork buff.
You get a scheduled release date buff.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I'll take that.
Whenever a religion card is played, Tori has to leave the battlefield because he just gets like red face angry.
Wait, can I have like something where if it is like a very Christian podcast, I either have to leave the battlefield, but there's some percentage of a chance that I immediately kill that card?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
With logic and facts, Tyler.
You know what my special ability would be that you can call on once per game?
Oh, I do like once per game effects.
Once per game special ability. Swing! Hello and
Yes.
welcome to Sword Watch, our dedicated
Yes.
deviant detail devoted to bringing you awareness of the dangers of life without swords. Today we have a sad one. It's sad, but I promise you it turns around in the back half because I'm going to turn it around.
Because I was going to say, this is a comedy.
Here's what I'll say is that the headline's going to hurt, and I'm going to say it out front. Rape isn't funny. It's a violent crime. It's fucked up, okay? Don't fucking think, haha, that's super funny. Rapists don't go to jail, and that's pretty fucked up. But let's get into Sword Watch.
Okay.
Attempted...
Yeah, hey, sorry. Isn't this
I told you. I promise
great?
you. I promise you we're going to turn it around.
Well, here's the thing about Sword Watch is that it is my absolute favorite thing we do on this podcast, hands down. It's never happy.
No, it's hard. It's hard because it's always involving like a violent crime. But at the same time, that's why we bring it up, is because we want everyone to have a sword.
Yes.
Attempted Wicker Park rapist scared off by man wielding medieval times sword.
Whoa. Are you telling me this is a non-katana Sword Watch?
Yes, it's a
Whoa.
non-katana sword watch, and a crime was prevented because of a
Whoa.
sword, which is the point of this show.
This is a blade-wielding vigilante.
A man whose attempt to attack a woman in Wicker Park apartment was interrupted by a sword-wielding Game of Thrones fan. Pleaded
Yes.
guilty Thursday, more than 3 years after the attack. The attacker, 42, who's been held in jail without bail since his arrest, pleaded guilty to charges that included aggravated criminal sexual assault and was sentenced to 5 years, according to a Cook County State's attorney spokeswoman. The attacker sneaked into the apartment in the morning hours of June 23, 2017. Mac Dolan, who was 25 at the time and lived at the apartment, awoke at 5 a.m. to the sound of screaming. He hopped out of bed, flicked on the lights, and saw a man he didn't know punching, choking, and trying to rip the clothes off of a guest who'd crashed on the living room couch the night after a night out. I saw the guy standing over her, and she was kicking and screaming, Dolan told the Chicago Sun-Times. And I just started yelling and running at the guy, basically, and grabbed the sword that we have on the wall and chased him towards the back stairs.
Oh my God.
Holy shit, everyone needs to keep a sword on the ready.
Yeah.
It was a 44-inch long, 10-pound sword that he purchased for $100 weeks earlier during a trip to Medieval Times, a restaurant
Yo,
theater
that's not bad.
where dinner is served up with jousting and other nightly theatrics.
I like that little footnote. Like, hey, let's catch everyone up on what Medieval Times is. Then we'll get back to the crime prevention with a sword.
Yeah, and I'm sure the manager or whoever of Medieval Times saw this article and was like, yes, free publicity.
Yes, please. The attacker took a moment to register what Dolan was doing. He didn't really start running until he saw me grab the sword, said Dolan, a software consultant. Then Damn, the editor kind of did him super dirty right there.
Holy shit, that's the best sentence.
Then he went bug-eyed. When I got to the landing at the top of the stairs, I took one cut at him with the sword, but he ducked. I missed and dented the wood railing. But hey,
I feel
Dented and didn't cut right through. Ooh, buddy, I don't know about the integrity of that sword.
It doesn't matter because you hit someone with a fucking blade, it's gonna hurt regardless.
didn't it say a
It's gonna fucking
10-pound
hurt.
sword or something like that?
Yeah, it
was
was
that?
like 10 pounds.
Yeah, like that's just a heavy, blunt object. I don't care if it's sharpened like the knights would have done.
While we were waiting for the police to arrive, I found the guy's wallet on the ground, Dolan said. It must have fallen out of his pocket. So this guy, I'm glad that this dude got like divine justice. Like it just so happened that his wallet fell out, so they were able to be like, oh, he did it.
This is the guy.
Thank God, because otherwise, like the statistic of people who go to jail for rape is fucked. And I'm glad that someone had a sword just for the chance to like, you know what? I don't need to wait for you to go to jail. I'm just going to fucking kill you right now. That's just it.
It's just showing how much more safe the world would be if everyone had a sword.
And like, it's kind of wild to me looking at this, from an outside perspective, where this girl literally had a knight in shining armor draw a sword to
Whoa.
protect her from a beast. Like,
Yeah.
that's what happened.
Damn. That is some straight up like Game of Thrones shit right
That's
there.
some like fairy tale shit. Yeah.
The ending is, at the time, Dolan could barely believe what had happened, especially given that he and his then roommate had spoken more than once about using the sword if someone broke into their apartment.
I bet they have.
Everyone
Yeah.
does. If you
Of
own a
course you
sword,
did.
you're daydreaming about like, oh, if someone walked in, I'd fucking like pick it up, I'd do like a spin move and stab them, and
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
you know
I
they
bet-
talked that up. And then he got he did the damn thing. Like when push came to shove, dude didn't hesitate.
Yeah.
He grabbed the fucking sword. Good for you.
You know, it's in like the roommate agreement that they had to sign, you know, together. When you move in with a roommate, you make those like documents up, or like a verbal agreement, like, okay, yeah, we're gonna have a chore wheel, and you know, we're gonna have like good etiquette here, whatever. Also, the sword on the wall is for intruders. Feel free to use it.
Yeah. Or when you're signing the lease agreement, there's a subsection at the bottom that you have to sign that says you must pledge your honor and fight for me in my time of need.
They fucking like have you take a knee and knight you upon like signing the
Pledge your
lease.
soul to the sword.
Yeah. Here's the
Your
thing.
soul is now intertwined.
is that this sword watch is for the ladies out there, because what I propose
This one goes out to the ladies.
this sword watch is for the ladies because I propose we give every woman on earth
Yeah.
a sword. So if anyone is like gonna like catcall them, harass them,
Yeah.
try and attack them, like
Yeah.
no, you're not gonna get that far, and I'm not gonna count on the justice system. I'm just going to fucking swing right, just fucking stab through you.
You know what's
Yeah.
really interesting about that, T, is that in feudal Japan, when the husband, who was a samurai in a samurai family, would go out to like do his job, they would always give the wife a sword to defend the household with. So if someone came and attacked, she would have a weapon, and they were like trained just as intensely as samurai were. Like,
Oh, I know.
to
I played
defend
Ghost
their
of
house.
Tsushima, so I think I'm pretty up to date.
We're pretty up to date on this. We've been
haven't-
playing the ghost. So.
I haven't started yet. Okay, give me a break.
I'm
Look, and this is by no means trying to like place women as like objects or anything like that. I'm just saying, as my perspective, is that there's nothing more attractive than a sword on someone's hip.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
no, it's genderless. It's
okay,
genderless.
It's a genderless concept.
Yeah, if we're objectifying anything on anyone's person, it's the literal sword object. It's not anything about their personality.
It's a sexy sword.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like if someone can draw their sword and point it at your neck and declare their fighting fitness against you, that's fucking hot, dude.
if there is ever an attempted rape, you should just be able to kill the person with the sword that you are, given upon birth. You are given a sword upon
Tyler,
birth.
I just thought of the fact that catcalling is actually going to increase, and that they're
No.
gonna be like, "Damn, baby, I like that Damascus."
No. No. Here's why it won't. Is
Is that
because
a katana in your pants, or are you just happy to see me?
a woman walking down the street and someone annoyingly, seriously, stop doing that shit, annoyingly calls out to them and says something, she can just stop in her tracks and then just reach on her back and like unsheath it a little bit. And then they're like, okay, never mind. And then puts it back and keeps walking.
They're going to be driving past like, "Hey, show me what that pommel do," and then she's just going to like just a little bit, and they're gonna be like, "Oh fuck, go."
Yeah, so if anyone says anything like, hey, nice ass, you just fucking turn and slash. But here's the thing, is that what we should do is if anyone is harassing you or if anyone tries to attack you, if your moral compass is like, oh, I shouldn't kill anyone, that's wrong. Oh, look at me, I have a better moral compass. Quit bragging, okay? What you can do instead is like use the sword to like brand them, like do a slash across their face so that wherever they walk, everyone knows that they're a
Yep.
piece of shit.
Yep. And I was gonna say-
that's actually good.
for people like doing drive-by cat calls, right? It's a little hard to brand them, from that distance if you're walking on the sidewalk. So not only do we give them swords, we give them shurikens that they can just fucking whip at those cars.
I love what you're saying, but I'm going to make it a little bit more simple. We also give them guns.
Well, that's a little bit more
like out the window at this point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you use the sword for close quarter encounters, and then if someone drives by, then you just that's just it.
Just at will, or only if they're catcalling?
It's up to your discretion.
Okay. Well, do you guys think that guy was really, really pissed off because he did get to take a swing, but he missed? Do you think that there's a part of him that will always feel a little bit lost that he didn't get to be one of the few people in modern times that did cut someone with a sword?
Dumb fucking question, yes.
Yeah, I guess that was pretty.
I'm sure he regrets it a little bit, but at the same time, you gotta feel still so fucking sick that you swung a sword and someone was like, I'm not even gonna try, I'm just gonna run away.
Yeah.
Like, he swung it with such heft that the person wasn't like, oh, I can take them. They were just like, nope, and they got the fuck out of there. But they left their fucking wallet.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb. That's pretty dumb. But speaking of things that are very dumb, I think look, I found some of the old podcast titles that we tried to come up with back in 2017 before this Baseless Claims was a thing. I was digging through the old phone records, and I found a list of all of the names that we had almost called Baseless Claims before we found the official name.
Oh, I like this a lot.
I want to go through the names, and as we're going through, either point out why it works, why it didn't work, and if it works but not for this podcast, I want to develop what that podcast should be.
I like this.
Are we on board with this game?
Yeah.
I'm on board with this game.
How many are we talking here? How many are we going to go through?
5.
Okay.
Yeah. So the first one, the only word that I had written down from back in 2017 was the word collection. And then it sparked my memory. We thought about calling it the Shapeless Collection.
That's bad.
Which is
really
bad because I think
bad.
There's a certain sect of the audience that doesn't know that we have a YouTube channel called Shapeless Media. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that would have been the thing. Is we were trying to like co-brand it like Shapeless Collection. It's bad. It's
it's not about anything. Like, I can't even say what that podcast would be about.
I have a very loose idea of like someone who thought it would be really cool to have a podcast where they collect more than just one thing. So you know how you have people with their Magic card collection and their Pokemon card collection. Well, this guy who does the collection, the Shapeless collection, has a collection of everything.
Or interviews people that have good collections.
Yes.
Like that, if it wasn't a comedy podcast and it's interviewing like, oh, this guy's got the world's largest meteorite collection or something.
That is pretty rad.
That's not terrible.
That'd be a pretty good
terrible.
podcast, actually.
Yeah, for real.
But I was thinking, one, it's called Shapeless Collective, not Shapeless Collection. So what that makes me think is like a weird like business development and marketing strategy podcast that ran for like 5 episodes because the CEO of a company was like, oh, we got to diversify, podcast. And then, put out like 5 episodes of a podcast that's just him spouting his business knowledge. This is the Shapeless Collective. We interview top marketers around the world, and we get their feedback on search engine optimization and
they would
market
declare
strategy.
themselves an expert, even regardless of their expertise in said subject. They're just like, well, I've gotten some few lucky breaks, and I'm going to now act like something that I am really not good at. I'm just going to act like I'm an expert in that, and people should listen to me. And they would charge for that podcast. Absolutely.
Yeah,
per
episode 1 is like 20% like dead air.
Yeah.
No
one edited it.
They didn't want to hire an editor because it's like, what? That's too expensive. You think you deserve $20 to edit my podcast?
We could just do this all in-house.
Okay. The second podcast title we almost went with, Taking Shape.
You see, we were really trying to hammer that
We were really trying to co-brand it with Shapeless Media, the
Yeah.
YouTube channel, not letting it breathe as its own entity.
Taking Shape is a step-by-step audio instructional podcast on how to draw furry porn.
More serious answer, Taking Shape is an instructional podcast about getting in shape.
That's what I was gonna say. I think right there, like that's a total like fitness thing, and it's the thing where it says it's a pod. And I hate when podcasts do this, but it's like they're like 5 to 10 minute episodes.
Yeah, hey Tori,
And it
do you like fitness?
Sure.
Fitness dick in your mouth. Hey!
You got fucking destroyed, and I hope you feel stupid for the rest of your life. You fucking dumb idiot. You're so stupid. How are you ever gonna God damn it, he hung up again.
If you're gonna stop yelling at me, I will come back to the podcast, okay?
Sorry.
Okay, podcast title number 3 that we almost went with. Aftermath.
Oh, that's
What?
garbage.
Oh, you don't like Aftermath?
No, that's
Okay.
Garbaggio.
What do you mean? It's so good, guys. That would have been such a great. What the fuck? What were we thinking?
Who suggested that? Do you have that written down?
I don't have it written down. It's just ones that I had either, and I think honestly, this might have been.
Don't
even
pin
before
this on me.
Before you
Don't
came
pin
in.
this on
no,
me.
I think this might have been before you came
Okay,
in. When me
good.
and Tyler were just talking about
Got
like if
it.
we did a podcast.
Aftermath. I don't even
What the
know
hell
what
would that have
would've
been?
I don't even know. I mean, honestly, Aftermath sounds like a deep dive podcast into like Chernobyl and how that
Yeah.
affected the
Oh, that'd
world.
be a way better podcast than we
Yeah,
could make.
because everyone only thinks about, like, oh, the event during Chernobyl, right? They never talk about what happened afterwards and like the consequences of it or whatever, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talk about the global impact of huge disasters or wars or certain events. And honestly, that sounds like a really good podcast.
that
Yeah.
does.
And I think I'm perfectly suited to do it.
I think you're the perfect
Okay.
host for something like that. Something very research intensive, something
Yep.
that's it doesn't go into anything funny. It's kind of just facts. Here we go. I think that would be, that'd be really
That's
good.
suited for me.
Because it's only important based on what the before math is, right? Like,
Yeah.
You only care about the aftermath if the before math was good or not good, but like interesting.
Were we gonna talk about the aftermath of Skyrim episodes? What the fuck was
Fucking
that?
maybe. I have no idea.
So my knee-jerk response to that was the math part of it. So some like high concept, like, what do we do after the math? When it comes
I think that's
to, like-
another perfect podcast for Tyler, which is like high level theoretical math.
Yeah. Yeah. My stats are well tuned to that.
Yeah, you could use those stats we said earlier with like the any topic thing, and you can just kind of bullshit your way through high level theoretical math
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just
Well, I
try and bring suckers in.
I'm trying to think of what went through our heads where we're like, aftermath. That's good. It's way too dramatic. What the hell? It was never going to be
It's
anything
fucking
but
stupid.
a comedy podcast.
Yeah,
I know. Like, I'm so happy we landed on Baseless Claims.
Me
The
too,
last
dude.
2 are not nearly as bad as the first 3.
Okay.
These were ones when we were starting to kind of tune in on it a little bit more. So, number 4 is experiential learning.
That does not work well for branding at
It's-
all.
It doesn't work well for branding because it's way too long, but as like,
Way too many hard syllables.
it's much better than collection. You know what I mean? Like, we were starting to sort of zone in on that target a little bit.
Can you imagine Tay trying to say experiential learning at the beginning of every episode?
I couldn't do it,
That'd go
dude.
horribly.
It was super bad.
Hello and welcome to Hello and welcome to
Hello and welcome
Hello.
to our fucking show. Damn it.
It'd just be a nightmare.
Yeah,
It's
really.
again, all of these sound way too smart for us going like penis.
Yeah.
Funny
Yeah.
swords.
We needed something that was just like, hey guys, don't listen to us. I mean, listen to us, but don't, you know?
Yeah.
You're not getting any sage wisdom here.
Okay, you guys ready for that final?
Yeah,
Yep.
hit me with it. Hit me with it.
Modern lore.
That's not bad.
But it also does not fit this podcast.
It doesn't fit this podcast
at all.
But it's really, really good for like a cryptid show, like a show that goes into like the history and modern stories of cryptids.
Hey, I'm taking that one.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
I'm taking that one.
Well, I think that this recording right now just shows that I kind of have ownership over that title, so you can try and take it, but
I mean, I'm going to put out an episode before you. You're leaving for out of town. When are you going to put out an episode?
I'm not leaving till next week, so.
And
God damn it.
if we're talking about seniority, Tori, on this specific recording, you've hung up twice, so your run time on the show is a lot less than Tyler's at the moment. So he has that kind of seniority over you. Yeah.
Yeah. I think modern lore is mine, and I talk about cryptids, and I go chasing them in the woods.
Okay, what if I'm your co-host on it though? What if we go chase people? Okay, well.
No, I don't think I like you that much. I don't think I want you in on that.
All right, guys. I'm going to try something for this next little segment of the show. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Glug, 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 glug. It's time for liquor store reviews.
Okay,
Nice.
all right.
Okay.
Tori's done one. Tyler's done a couple. And now it's my turn. So this is...
You got to have like a little notification that says like Tay has entered the chat.
So this liquor store is the one that is connected to the Hy-Vee, but is not Hy-Vee branded.
Oh, these are the best liquor store reviews. Do they talk about rotisserie chicken?
No. But I am, for the first two reviews, I'm going to have you guess the rating based on the content of the review.
I like that.
Okay.
All right, here we go. A week ago. Felt I was being followed by an employee. Actually, I think we were through the whole store. When my partner and I split up because I didn't want beer and I needed vodka, he was angrily asked where his shopping cart was. He calmly said, "My girlfriend has it. I guess we aren't allowed to browse their store to find what we want or be without our cart." So we gathered all of our liquor and walked up to the first register and get yelled at again with an eye roll cuz I didn't see the guy at the second register. As we check out, I don't see any boxes, so I proceed to bag my liquor, and again, I get yelled at for not knowing there are boxes around the corner. So now I am very upset by how we are being treated. I've never been to this store, so I don't know where everything was, but treated as if our business was not important, and I felt awful by the time we left. Sad that a good customer service isn't a thing anymore.
Is there any commas or periods in that?
There are a couple of exclamation points followed immediately by a period.
Oh,
Great.
okay. See, that tracks.
Okay, so I think that this person, I feel like the obvious answer is like a 1 star, but I think that they are just like fucking weird enough that they gave it like a 3 star.
I'm going to say they, like, because they were typing so fucking fast, like they just wanted to get the actual words out of their mouth before they left a review, so they accidentally did 4 stars.
It's 5 stars.
Yes! Yes! Oh, beautiful. No one's going to ever read that now because it says 5 stars.
I'm giving you a point on that one,
point
too.
is lost.
All right, here we go. This next one was from 2 years ago. Usually my experience is very pleasant, and the staff are usually extremely pleasant, but after today I will be making sure I let people know how rude and unpleasant the manager, Jen, really is. Really made me feel so uncomfortable with the others now looking at me. I walk in coming from the gym next door as usual, and she says nothing to me.
As usual, you fucking bragger. As usual, me strolling in with my hot, sweaty body from the gym. I'm so fucking ripped.
She says nothing to me until I go grab a $24.99 bottle of Jameson. Tells me I need to leave my bag at the counter, which was fine until I said, "Well, ma'am, the bottle I'm grabbing is right there where you can see me without having to turn the corner." She said, "Well, I don't know you and people steal." I was extremely offended. I said, "Well, where would you like me to leave my custom-made $150 bag with my $300 Michael Kors wallet?"
Oh my God, you bragger! You keep bragging!
And she said, "I could put it on the floor." Never have I been treated that way, and I will be making sure everyone knows how rude she is because the lady in front of me had a bag, parentheses, white woman, and she said nothing to her. Awful service, 3 exclamation points.
1 star.
I figured there was some racial profiling going on here, but they just kept bragging like, oh, my expensive bag, and I come back from the gym.
You know, yeah, your bag and wallet are so fucking expensive, but you're buying a $24 bottle of Jameson.
Why did they state the price on that? Was that a flex, or was that just like for accuracy?
I guess accuracy, but go ahead and hit me with those review.
1 star. I'm going to solid 1 star on that.
Okay,
I'm going because the Jameson was so cheap. 3 stars.
It is 1 star.
Yes.
Damn it! I was hoping that $24.99 meant something. Like they put like the $24.99 bottle of Jameson, which is a great deal, by the way.
Not that I need it. I can afford anything.
So that concludes the guess the rating portion, but I still have a couple of ratings here that I do want to share. From 2 years ago, from a local guide with 176 reviews, gave it 3 stars and said, average strip mall liquor store. This is the most average review that could possibly exist. It's 3 stars, and it says average in the review.
That's like,
And it's
why
left
even review
by
at that point?
a local guide. Honestly, I don't get those local guides. Like, you have 176 reviews. Like, what are you doing with your time? What are you doing, man?
their reviews are always something you could look at the outside of the store and just assume. It's like you look at that store that's in a strip mall and it's a liquor store, and you could be like, I bet it's like what I think is probably exactly it.
Yeah, like what was he expecting? Like to walk in and be like, yes, your complimentary lobster, sir.
Is there like a benefit to being a local guide? Like, do you get paid? Because that's the only reason I can think of people being local guides and leaving that many reviews. Because every local guide review I've ever seen is just, this is a liquor store. Like, they're putting no effort into it. They're just, fuck it, gotta get that check. I'm leaving as many reviews.
They all suck.
So this next review is also from a local guide, probably an alcoholic neighborhood, but this one is 5 stars. That says, great wine selection and awesome staff are attended. Okay, hold on. I have to read this with the 0 punctuation here. Great wine selection and awesome staff are attentive and in good spirits, no pun intended. You absolutely intended that pun, you psycho bitch.
Oh my God.
That was someone who thought of a good joke, and they're like, look, I don't have the bravery to get up on that open mic stage, but I do think I could get on Yelp and see what's good.
Oh my God. And everyone's in good spirits. Are you implying that everyone is drunk, ma'am? Ma'am, is that what you are saying about our store? Are you saying that our employees are drinking on the job? Because they absolutely are. Even the child that I have working here, he's wasted.
All right,
And he holds it way better than you.
I've got 2 more kind of rapid fire ones here because there were a lot of good ones on this offshoot Hy-Vee liquor store. Next one is another local guide. 5 stars. Keep stocking my beer, and I will keep buying it.
Oh, that is the douchiest thing I've ever fucking heard. Keep stocking my beer. I come here and they know me, and they keep my beer in stock.
And they're just buying Bud Light or some shit. It's like something that they're absolutely going to have, like, no doubt in anyone's mind.
So the conventional way of reading this is like, yes, my beer, the beer I like to drink. As long as you stock it, I'll keep buying. The non-conventional way to read this is he made his own beer, gave it to the store to sell, and he bought it.
That's some good homebrew shit that he found a distributor for.
But why would he buy it himself and not just like, keep the baker's dozen for himself?
That's what I mean. Either way, it's sad as shit because he's either just like a very sad man that goes fishing every weekend. He's like, yep, that's my beer that I have in my boat, and I love coming to my store because they keep it in stock. Or I'm the only one that buys my beer.
What a segue into the next one, T. You're talking about sad people. 5 stars, quiet, clean, and open early.
Ouch. Ouch. Bro.
It's
Bruh.
so harmless on your first read, but when you really start to analyze it, you just go, ooh.
Because you could be thinking like, oh, someone ran out, like, you know, it could be like a grandpa that ran out to the grocery store to like plan for this like little family event they're having, and he was there at 9 a.m. and luckily the liquor store is open so he could pick up some drinks for the people that are coming over. But then you think about the fact that they were like, oh, I gotta leave a review about this because this is like honestly the best thing that's ever happened right now.
Mm-hmm. It's open at 6 a.m.
They have it open at 6 a.m. Thank fucking God.
And that was...
And they have those perfect little fireball things that are just great for like keeping hidden.
And that was my first liquor store review. How'd I do?
Fantastic. Nailed it.
Awesome.
It's a great liquor store just for the fact that they are open early. So when my wife goes to work at 5 a.m., I can just go out right with her and I can pretend that I still have a job, but in reality, I'm just going to the liquor store.
I'm happy they're open, but I think we should close this podcast.
You're absolutely right, Tori. And if you happen to find us on any of the platforms that we're on, namely Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, go ahead and leave us a rating and review or a comment. It really helps the show out, gets us into curated lists, helps spread us around, and it gives us things to talk about. If you specifically leave a comment, we read a lot of them, and it actually just gives us more fuel for the show. So go ahead and do that if you will. Follow all of us on social media. Those will be in the descriptions of these episodes as well. We have our own private Twitter accounts, and then we have Shapeless as a whole as a Twitter account. Tweet to any of those, and we will talk about it.
The other thing, too, is, hey, share us with your friends. If you like it and you're like, hey, I have a friend that might like it, why don't you do them a favor and show them to us? You're not doing us a favor. You're doing them a favor, okay?
Yes.
Because...
Yeah.
Everyone needs a little bit of Shapeless in their life.
Yeah, any favor that we get is secondary to their favor.
Yeah, they deserve this podcast, okay? And you're neglecting them. You're being a shitty friend, okay? So share our podcast with your pals, and then you guys can become podcast pals, and then maybe you'll kiss and listen to our episodes.
And if you're looking to start your own podcast, or if you are maybe perhaps interested in like some good conversation starters or icebreakers, maybe go to www.podcasts.com and make sure you use code SWORDWATCH, all one word, at checkout, and you will get 10% off your first order. Now, Tyler, y'all ready for the pod deck last laugh?
Hit us with that pod deck last laugh.
Would you rather accidentally laugh loudly at a funeral or fart while giving a speech at a wedding?
I think farting during a specific speech might be okay. If you're just like...
If you're retelling a Dane Cook joke.
No. You walk up you walk up for the TED Talk and you just go, flatulence. What is it?
Wait, combine them both. You know how after people die, they release gas? What if your grandma's in the casket? She lets a big fatty rip right out of her ass and you laugh. I don't think that's too bad. I can laugh at that. Grandma would have wanted it.
What a cool and unique answer.
Rest in peace, Grandma. I did hear you fart when you died.